This conference will now be recorded.
Thank you, Ben, for the reminder. Yeah, so we're going to see today upgradation, guys, which is very important. It is standalone upgradation, and replica set upgradation will follow different type of steps. For standalone, we'll follow different type of steps. Let's do this. It's very important for anyone who is working nowadays because things are changing very rapidly. Like versions and every 6 months the MongoDB is trying to release new version. So 6 months or 1 year depends. But anyway, you had to be upgraded with all the new features, right? You have in both the servers. Anyway, let me see if I see what is the version of Mongo I have here. Basically, I'll find we talked about this in the beginning. So it is 4.0. If I see this machine, do I have the Mongo actually on this? Let's see. I have it. Okay, I'll pick up this machine rather this. We will do two upgrades here because you need to know the challenges that between 4.0 to 4.2. There are a lot of new features have been introduced, especially in terms of application side, even DB side also in the 4.2. 4.0 is a major version, especially for Mongo. And if you migrate to 4.2, coming down to 4.0, tough part if you don't follow certain methods. Okay. So when we do from 4.0 to 4.2, you have to be very careful and you have to follow all the steps I'm going to discuss. Very, very important. 3.6 is okay. We can come back even if it is upgraded to 4.0. We can comfortably come back to 3.6 with the existing data. We will see. We'll see both the cases. So how this is complex, why this is not kind of because 4 is a lot of compatibilities have been changed at data level in 4.2. So we don't do blindly the migrations. There are steps we need to follow. I've written all the steps. Okay. So I'll explain one by one so that you follow absolutely what you have to do when we do the standalone upgrade. This is about standalone. If you wanted to do the replica set upgrades, we will see separately because the replication I'm starting today. I'll give the introduction about it. See guys, first step in the upgradation is you must test the upgrade in the pre-prod without fail and see the results before you try to attempt. It's mandatory that you try to do this in the pre-prod. Check the upgrade in pre-prod before you attempt in production. There will be challenges in terms of application. Database side, it is very simple for a DBA to do the upgrade in Mongo. Very dead simple. For especially compared to other products, Mongo is dead simple for a DBA to do the upgrade especially. Migration is also dead simple. DBA task is simple, but application side, they will see the, like the code compatibility with the newer versions. The drivers versions will change and everything will change. When they change it, they'll have to install their application drivers and then change the code. Is it really doing the expected outcomes? All that they have to check, and they are the responsible people. Will upgrade and give it to them. They'll test against it. They'll fix whatever they wanted to. The same fix they'll do in the production also before we do the upgrade. Basically, it's mandatory. They'll have to test it thoroughly, and if we did the production upgrade and if something is breaking, we'll plan anyway for the rollback. For sure, you must have a rollback plan. If you don't have it, don't do it. As simple as it is. So I'm going to pick up multiple rollback plans. Just follow it. But anyway, though everything is successful, rollback plan must be there with you as a DBA. I'll discuss the different ways of rollback plan. So next, so before we do anything, to final backup, take all DB's backups using the MongoDB, create a copy of the directory. See, these two things are mandatory. If you don't do this, then you're gone. So let's talk about this one by one. First, df-h, let's see. To create the space, do I have the under where 4 GB? Good enough, I have it. So Mongo, I'll start the Mongo on the server. follow very closely because this is such an important topic. Right. So now Mongo is started. Where is the Mongo actually? We know the directories and all. We built a standard directories. Okay. Now Mongo is not here. Then I need to read the config. Where is the Mongo? Mongo data, Mongo data. Okay. Right. This is where your data file and log file. You have to take the Mongo backup before you do it. Two things you must do. If the best method is taking the copy of this data, the, either in locally or remotely, you try to take. If you take, you are 100% safe for the rollback. If you are taking the data backup, I mean, I'm going to upgrade. This data is going to upgrade. But if I want to downgrade quickly, very quickly, then you need to take the entire data copy. If possible, try to take that is the safest 100% recovery. 100% you can easily come back to the downgrade method. You don't need to worry much basically if you have a data copy. There is other way of doing it is Mongo taking the all database backups. This is one way of it. So, but when we take the final backups, you have to lock all the people to not to do anything basically. Uh, did what is the port? Do we, oh, yeah, the port different. I did not enable the security on this. This is different. I'll talk about this also because this version is different. This version is different. Both the versions will talk. Okay, today, anyway, I'll finish this upgrade. It's simple. So, Mongo D, I'm just trying to connect to Mongo port 27018. I'm connecting to Mongo. Okay, it is connected. Now, if you see show database, oh, we don't have any databases. Really? Okay. SQL DB. Okay. Hmm. Really don't have anything. I have to create some collections, so 2, 3 databases and collections, guys. Then just to do records align insert. Uh, or else sample JSON data. Let's see quickly. I just need some sample data. Host name, whatever it is. I need to give it here actually. What is missing statement? What the heck is it? Oh, sorry. You must have a parenthesis. It's mandatory. That's the minimum structure we need to have in Mongo. I'll quickly do some records like this, guys. Right? Just to generate some data, nothing else. So show DBs, we have SQL DB, show collections. Do I have any other format in this one? Now it is there already. db.test tested is already. It is just copied the same thing. No, just one, guys. We will just generate some sample data and then do it. db dot lab dot insert one parenthesis. I'll use a different database now. We just need some data so that you will see that data is getting recovered, all of that. Okay. And db dot was lab, right? db dot cloud dot insert. This is enough for us to play with. Okay. Right. So show DBs. Let's see now. Okay. We have two databases, some data. So what do you have to do first? So before we take the final backups, we should make sure that no changes are allowed on the system. So in order to do that, first what I'll do, I'll log the Mongo. We have discussed, if you guys remember, fsync lock, fsync unlock I discussed when I was talking about the log file. So this is mandatory to do it to fsync unlock, fsync lock, keep a lock on Mongo. So if I do this, what happens? No one cannot write it on Mongo. If no one can write, you see, if I see the show DBs, I can see it. I can use the databases. I can read the collections. I can do everything except modifications. db.cloud.find whatever the data is here. I can read, but if I'm trying to insert, no write operation is allowed at this moment. Why? Because I fsync unlock. That is what fsync unlock means. So we should not let anyone to enter some data. Why? This is the final backup. You wanted to have every data into it, basically. See, it is not letting it to write the change. So come back out of it. Okay. Anyway, I'll reconnect to Mongo. You cannot do modification at this moment till this fsync unlock is removed it. I have gone out of that session. Will that fsync unlock is gone? No. Let's show DBs. I was running this command, right? Which one? Insert. It's still not gone, basically. Okay. So does it do this? Actually, I should, yes. Anyway, so what you need to understand is the Mongo at the moment under lock. Under lock. So no one can write anything on this server. So now you take the backup. Two things are there to protect the data to come back as a rollback plan. First, like take the backup of the data, which is the safest method to do it. Okay, I'll tell you what it exactly. Mongo data. Okay, here you have if you take the data backup, you are absolutely safe instead of the dump. Dump anyway, I'm going to create it basically. So create a backup path. I'm just creating a path mkdir backups. I'm entering to the backups. So wherever you run the dump, that will where it will generate the backups. So right now I'm into this directory. I'm running a small command mongo dump and the port Okay, 27018. Okay, Mongo dump the port number. That's it. Right now you don't have authentication. If you have enabled authentication, you have to write. If I hit this, it will take all database backups by default. You don't need to worry about it. It will take all database backup automatically. So now LSF and L, if you see it is dump. If I go inside the dump, it will create the directory in the current directory where you're running the backup. So admin database, DB database, these are all taken the backup. Other database, Mongo, anyway it will come. They are the default databases. Admin database will have the users information. That is why it is taking the backup. It needs the backup. You don't need a config, you don't need a local database, you don't need test database backups basically. When you build a Mongo, they also will come. So they will come with the default collections. So only admin has some data, users information. That is why it is taking admin backup, but not the config local test. You don't need it anyway. So when you enable the replication, local is also required. We'll see that anyway. Okay. So for now, admin our system databases, admin database is enough for the standalone migrations when you take it. You don't need to take other collection backup for standalone only. This statement is very important. And we have two database user databases. If you see each database, like if you go inside each folder, how does it take the backup? Mongo. No need to worry. The backup restore is a different story for us. So we have a class database, class collection, test collection. Data is in the BSEN format. How do you read the BSEN data? The BSEN data is encrypted data, basically. By default, BSEN data, when I want to take single DB, that something comes as a backup restore. No need to worry. We did not finish that topic yet. No need to worry. See, when I'm trying to read the BSEN data, the BSEN data is encrypted. You see this? BSEN data is encrypted. You cannot see what is there in it. Okay, how do you take the particular database backup? How do you take the particular collection backup? How do you restore collections with the multiple different formats of data? How do you restore one single database? Backup restore, we have separate module. We'll spend 2 classes on it. You don't need to worry about that. For now, focus on this one. So the backup has been taken. The backup has been taken for all these databases. So restoring one by one database, it will take time. Generally restoring database by database will take time. So the best easy way for this one is the easiest way for the rollback. So you need to know this. So this is what I'll come back one directory. This is where you have a data directory. Sorry, not here. Here also you don't have it. You have to come back. Okay. Now you have the directories here. So what I'll do, I'll copy the entire data directory. I'll tell you why we need to do all of this. CP hyphen recursive copy. Okay. Data underscore copy. I'm keeping another directory. Exact copy this the complete entire directory into this directory. We are trying to copy it. So it is copying. It is copied. Now if you see data inside the data, ls-l, these many files are there. ls-l and pipe. To verify the file count, you have to do this. How many files total? 28 count. 28 files are there in the data directory where we are right now. Data. So go back ls-l. We copied this into this one, right? cd data ls-l. All files are here. So ls-l pipe wc-l 28. So the file numbers are matching means all are copied. Good enough. This is what we wanted. If everything is copied, you're safe. You have to verify once. So now we are ready for the upgrade. We took the data level backup. I have written, guys, steps and all I have written. Take all DB backups using a Mongo dump. Mongo dump is a small command. Mongo dump will be discussed in and out in the next module after replication, sharding after we'll do the backup restore. There we will see in detail of dump because we can do a lot of things with dump, lot of things, not only just the backup. So there we get the more understanding about the backup restore. Don't worry. But now we have taken the backups. Let me copy this if you wanted. Where it is. Anyway, I'll discuss one more time with this version quickly. There I'll finish it anyway. So for now, the data has been backed up. Data has been backed. Second step is done. Second step is done. So now third step. Instance must have a feature compatibility set to 4 to check the compatibility. See, sometimes when you do the upgrade and you do the upgrade, and if it is Mongo is not on the correct compatibility one, you cannot upgrade. It must be, it's a Mongo. If you see what is the version of this Mongo server, basically first that you need to verify, you know that anyway. Version is 3.6 MongoDB version. The compatibility of the Mongo must be 3.6. Sometimes we upgrade from lower to higher. If you don't change the compatibility, it will not go further direction. So MongoDB migrations are not, you cannot jump basically. 3.0, you should go to 3.2 only. You cannot upgrade directly to 3.4 like a RDBMS product. Basically here, you can do, if you wanted to do, you have to take all the backup, database backup and restore. Only backup restore is allowed on the higher versions. If I wanted to upgrade from 3.2 directly 4.2, we can do it through backup restore only. Normally, the normal migration methods will take you through one version ahead only. Backup restore, how do you do? In the backup restore only I'll cover. This is a purely normal upgrade, basically. In Mongo, in SQL Server, we do the backup restore only, like lower to higher, we'll directly go to now 2008 to 2019 directly we can go. That is what they have opened. Previously, only two versions ahead we had. Now we can directly move to the 19. There is no restrictions as such. That is a good enough. Here in Mongo, 3.0 to 3.2 only, 3.2 to 4.4, 3.4, 3.4 to 3.6, 3.2 to 4.0. These many stages you have to go pass through. If you have to do the method what I'm telling today, no, I don't want to do, I don't have that much time, I directly wanted to come into the latest version, that also you can do it, but you need a rigorous testing of your all applications. First, in the pre-prod we will build a 4.2 server, and then we will restore all databases into 4.2. Our job is that simple, guys. DBA wise, for migrations we don't have any big challenge, except if you do take the backup and take the data directory backup. If you take those two, whatever the case is, we can come back to the lower version. That is a big advantage we have in Mongo. So in Mongo, one version ahead all the time by nature in terms of regular upgrade method. But if you wanted to skip it, you can skip it through backup restore. Only backup restore will allow you to do that. But the actual migration method I'm talking today, how we can restore further, we'll see that. You have to check the compatibility. If compatibility is not matching, change it. Right now the compatibility 3.6 and the database compatibility is 3.6. It is matching. I don't need to change it. Now what I have to do, next thing is I have to change the binaries. Okay, shut down the Mongo server, and now I'll shut down the Mongo. Okay, see, I'm discussing step by step. We tested in the pre-prod, we took the backup, we checked, we verified the compatibility. Now we are shutting down. If it is not matching, set the compatibility. It is already matching and I'm not setting it. Set compatibility to the required version. And here I'm going to shut down in the fifth step. So db dot shut down server. I can do it.
So I
Okay.
have a question here. So
Yeah.
you're telling
Go ahead.
like from 3 to 4.2 also we can go directly, you're saying, right? From any
Mm,
version, lower version to higher version, we
mm,
can do upgrade, or last
mm.
three versions only compatible.
No. Actually, no. If you follow regular upgrade methods in Mongo, you can go only the next version. There is no choice that you go to the 3.0 to 3.4. You cannot go. Today's as this is a standard upgradation method I'm talking about today. No, I don't want. Like I don't want to follow the sequence of the upgrade. Then I can do it by doing the backup restore, taking the Mongo dump all, restoring one by one on the target. That is the only option left. But how do you do the Mongo restore? And that's something I'll pick up in the backup restore only, because I'll create in 3.6 one version, 4.2 one version will jump. That will see a lot of different methods we have to do the restore. Topic will divert. That is the reason I'm following the regular upgrade, normal upgrade, a version upgrade, version to next version upgrade we are covering. If you wanted to skip some version in between, we do the backup restore. Backup restore is something separate module for us. We spend a lot of time there. That is the reason I'm not picking that. That will be discussed there as in terms of upgrade also. Okay.
Yeah, got it. That would be a move upgrade kind of thing. This is in place upgrade.
This is in place, exactly. It is in place. In Mongo, we will do the most of the upgrade, regular upgrades, in place only. Absolutely in place. We no need to create one more server and all. That is why they need to definitely test in pre-prod, and you have to take the pick up the backup and data directory copy. These two are there. You're absolutely safe. There is no issue at all with us. Right. So now we are at the fifth step, guys.
Ravi, have a question.
Yeah,
The
yeah. Go
current,
ahead.
current version of Mongo is 3.6, right? So upgrade
Hmm.
version, update compatibility, it's showing also 3.6. So it shouldn't be showing the upper version like 4.0.
No, no. It is saying current version, feature compatibility of current version database. It's not
Okay,
saying
so
that.
okay, current version it is saying. I thought
Right.
that I was thinking like it's going to show the compatibility for the next version.
It is current version compatibility. When you upgrade also, it will sit with a 3.6 only. You have to change it to 4.0 manually. Then upgrade will be finished.
Okay, thank you.
It is like that. Yeah. So I'm using the admin database db.shutdown server. I'm going to just shut down the server. Okay. Will it do it? Let's see. It is not shutting down because we did the fsync.
No,
Could not.
it's giving an error that you need to be in admin DB.
No, no,
Previously,
no. That. But here I
yeah,
already switched to admin.
okay.
Mm, Because if it is under fsync lock, is it so? Should do set down, I feel. Come on. Sang Sangha. Hmm. Let's see. Mongo is still running. It is running. Mongo. Mm-hmm. The heck happened to one? It should shut down. What it is doing? Either it has to give the error, it has to shut down. Just hang. It has to shut down. Even it can shut down when fsync is there. It's not even giving the connection. Hmm. Not good. This is the case. I have to reboot. Just do the shutdown quickly. Service is running, right? Mongo is running anyway. So it just hangs. I'll just quickly do this. Generally it won't happen. Oh, where I'm doing actually. But we are doing on the 2, right? Oh shit, I restarted 1 then. We should do this too. Why it got hung? Alright, I should have read the log, huh? Let's see. Anyway, it'll write in the log content why it just hung. Anyway, cd where MongoDB, Mongo data, it was log. This is where we have the Mongo log, right? Cat. Okay, also let's see what sort of data we have. So ls wc 122, we can read it. So what was the problem? Going to closing the listener, removing the socket. Okay, where it got stuck. Here it's stuck. It's saying white tiger open config create cache. Receiving the request from client SL handshake failed. Only one error is recorded that is saying that but server started without the, which is okay. Terminating the command, shutdown command. I'm going to close. This is shutting down. But why it was not responded to shut down? Let's do it again. Where the heck it did? Let's do this again. Even this is something we need to know. We should not blindly go ahead. Let's do some troubleshooting. Short DBs, sync unlock DF. Use admin. Let's shut down. Okay, this is the problem. Now let's see the log, what it's saying. I mean, I just wanted to go through that, what it is really written there. We issued a command and it is not working. Why? Mongo data. Where it really written? Okay, MongoDB is locked, no writes lock count is 1. Terminating shutting command reserved, but shut. I'm going to close listening sockets. Removing the socket, shutting down full-time diagnostic data capture. Okay, when you're doing it, why not it responding? You're saying that shutting down. Is it writing some health data when it is doing? So when it's shut down, you definitely do this then. On 4.0, we can do that, I guess, but anyway, I'll write a statement here. Before we shut down, we had to release db.fsync lock. We have to run. We have to release the lock at server level by using db.fsync unlock. Let's go that way. Now again, just is it writing any further log here? Let's see. Actually, it has received the signal, but it is something doing with the diagnostic data. The heck, let's see. Where I am. Home directory. Just a minute, guys. I'm trying to understand myself why it is really doing this. What is the number 30th today? And that is the latest one, 11:30 DMG5. 736, 739. So this is the latest one. Is it really writing something to it? Matrix 11 30 T2. Just a minute. I'm trying to read that health diagnostics. Does it really recorded any useful information for us there? This is code language. This is actually give it to MongoDB people actually. Why it is not reading actually? What format it is in? File type. Really? It's encrypted? Must not be sent on. Just a minute. I'm just, if it works, I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. Why be sent on? Too many positional arguments. Metric. It's not even doing the bsend dump. Anyway, what's going on with this? Did not. So the better way of doing it is, so keep this word in your list. I'm just going to change that to, I'm trying to understand why it got stuck. Did not return the real reason why it just stuck. Anyway, we'll see that at the R&D level. First, let's finish this. So this must you have to run. Which one? The fifth step. Before we shut down the server, we had to release the lock at server level by using fsync unlock. And before we take the backup, we'll write here also. Before we take the backup, we take final database backups. Run db.fsync. Why we run means no one should do anything once you start it, before you start. Before we take final backups, run to make sure that no user is modifying the. I'm going to send this data. Right. So you did the fsync here. You are releasing the fsync in the fifth step. Fsync log. Okay. Mongo is not running now. Just I rebooted, right? Right. So we need to do two things, guys. Here. First thing is db.fsync log. Fsync log you must impose to just to make sure that things are actually locked. Before, once the backups are taken, like you took the dump, you took the copy, then db.fsync unlock. Okay, issue this. How to identify fsync log present in? You cannot try to do anything. Anyway, it is written in the log also, fsync imposed kind of. You cannot write any further modifications. Insert update, everything will be hanged. So that is where fsync log you can identify that way. If you wanted to see physically, then reading the log is only solution. Okay, now unlocking it. Okay, now db.use admin, db.shutdown server. Let's do it. All right, it got shut down. Let's discuss further. This is very simple upgrade, generic upgrade. What we are doing, that special upgrade, moving to a different version. We'll see. Mongo is not running at the moment. So now you have to change the binary. So first, before you change the binary, you need the 4.0 setup here. So how do I get the 4.0 from the website, right? Download. I have in the other machine, but quickly I'll do it anyway. 4.0 we wanted, and we have Red Hat 7.0 and tarball. Copy link, and I'll go to here. We have one location called setup, I feel. We don't have. Let's keep it. My directory, setups, setups. So I'm into the directory. I'm going to do the duplicate from here. Sorry. It's not pinging, it seems into the. If it is not pinging, you have to do this first. It's not going through. Sudo, I'm not, this guy is not sudo, so I have to go to sudo. I'll reboot the Ethernet. Sudo service network restart. You have to do this when you are not able to interact with the internet. Just do that. Ethernet restart. You have to do it. Right, it done. Ping www.google.com is going to form the communication, right? So now I'll duplicate. Now it will download. Done. So now I have to extract this. This is a GIF file, right? Extracted. Now if you see, this is what we have, right? So on bin, we have to go in the bin. This is where we have the binaries. Okay. I need to pick up this and load into profile D that we discussed in the beginning. Right. So here I have to replace the binary with 3.6 to 4.0. So this is the one. So now I have to replace this in the profile D so that it will call the new one. So only admin can do, not this guy. cd.etc profile D ls-l. So this is where we are running Mongo. Where is it? So just went to class. Okay, this is what it is loading with this one. Execute is given to others. Good enough. So now vi sudo vi what was the class dot sh sudo is missing. Right. So now insert mode, change this path, and we'll copy paste straight away. This we discussed this portion already. I'll just take it off everything. Recopy. That's it. And then save 4.0. Yes. When you do this, you have to log off and log in once to pick up the new binary. When the profile is loaded, it is going to execute from that file. You have to log off and log in. Don't do it directly. It will not read. Mongo user. So now if you try to check what version it is loading, it is loading 4.0. See, because we changed the binary location in the profile D. Previously it is 3.6, now it is 4.0. Even if you wanted to check the Mongo server version, also you can check it before you launch. It will go and read 4.0 server. Now I wanted to start the Mongo. If I start the Mongo, Mongo is upgraded. That's it. Mongo upgrade is so simple. This is called in-place upgrade. We do in-place upgrade only. So we change the binaries, then start the MongoD instance, which will upgrade. So before that, I'll write a note here. Note. Once we change the binary location, we must log off and log in to see the changed binary path. Change the binaries, I'll call this way. To see means to use login to use the changed binaries. This is fine. You can understand, right? Yes or no? Say something. Tell me, guys. What happened?
Yes, Ravi.
Why you guys so silent? Now you see the server version. Mongo server version is changed to 4.0. That's it. We are done the upgrade. In place upgrade. This most of the upgrades we do in place only. When if you see 4.0, 4.0. Now you see the compatibility. Compatibility is actually 3.6 only. You have to change it now. You must match. Then we'll ask them to verify. So 3.6. No, it must be 4.0 because we did the upgrade. So must use admin and run this. what are you saying? Sorry, 4.2 is not, you cannot do it. Unexpected 4.0 3.6 font. So you have to go to the next version only. There is no jump. It won't support. So you have to go to 4.0 only, 3.6 to 4.0 only. 4.2 I did by mistake. Invalid command argument. Expected 4.0 or 3.6. Found 4.2. See, either you can make it to 4.0 to 3.6, you can come. 3.6 to 4 you can go, but you cannot jump. There is no jump in Mongo direct standard upgrade method. You have to follow the same thing. Now assume a case you upgraded. This is upgrade is over. With this upgrade is over. These are the 8 steps you have to follow to do the upgrade. Anyway, upgrade 99% won't fail because it is already tested in the pre-prod. It's not directly you're doing in the live. You never do in the live directly. If they're not tested, don't do it. As simple as it is. Don't do the upgrade if they have not tested in the pre-prod. You will go under hit as a DBA. You must ask them, or compulsion. You have to make them. It is definitely that you have to do the testing in pre-prod and give me the result. If it is in production, I have to definitely, if something breaks, I have to do extra work. That's not a good practice. As simple as it is, you must check it. This is a checklist. You have to do it. First upgrade in the pre-prod, test it, take the backups and everything. So if it is failed some reason, what we have to do? First, the simplest way for doing this is change the compatibility back to the 3.6. It's mandatory. Set feature to 3.6. Okay. If I don't change, example, if I don't change, let it be. I'm not changing it. I need to stop the Mongo and start it. Again, I have to change the binaries. Oh, I did not pick up the location of the previous binaries. Where was that? Setup Mongo. Oh, just a minute. I did not pick up the 3.6 binary location. Where it was actually. Oh, here it is. Good enough. So bin. So I have to revert back. Then I have to go to the profile D and change this again. We have written the rollback method. Replace the binary location in the ECG profile.mongo.sh. Here class.sh not class. I kept class. You can give any name to old binary and log off and log in again. Okay, then change the compatibility 4.2 return. You have to change it. Okay, then things are done. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go inside again. We are reverting. We are assuming that Mongo upgrade is failed. Generally it won't fail, but you have to be prepared for a worse scenario all the time. That must be done. You cannot do anything. So etc profile d lsfl. So you must go with the sudo vi class.sh. Did I pick up that location? This is where you have a three binaries, 3.6 binaries. Pick up this location and paste it here, right? Keep this path. Following everyone? It's not going above head, right? Say something. You guys following?
Yes, Ravi.
Son. Okay, good enough. So now I have to log off and log in to take that new. Even if I changed, if I see Mongo version or Mongo D version, it will read the previous file only. 4.0 only it is reading. Okay. Even the server version also, if I'm trying to read, that got updated. Actually, it should read 3.6, but it won't read. The problem is log off and log in. It's mandatory. Now, if you see Mongo version, launch 3. Come on, it's not reading. We did it wrong. Something wrong if it is not loading. What happened? Others got the execute permission. It's not executing. So for some reason then. Export path. Okay, bin. Okay. That path is not there. VI. There's an extra bin. That path is not able to read. That is the reason it is not reading the binary. Again, I have to log off and log in. Then only I can read it. Getting it right? I gave the wrong path. It should read now. See, it is reading 3.6. Now I'll start the MongoD. MongoD fnf etc. It is failing. Why it is failing? Let's read the log. This is what you need to know. So we have the session there, right? Already. Yeah, we have the session. So right. Log is clearly will write the details. Aborting the action. Here it's initialization. Listen. Got signal aborted. It'll write clear cut reason somewhere. Config is this. Unable to log the file. MongoD. Okay. Another temporary level. Another MongoD instance already running. I did not shut down the Mongo before. Just a minute. Mongo is running. Okay. You have to stop and shut down. See, once you change this binary, shut down the first. Change the binaries. Change the binaries. Actually, I'm not doing it intentionally. Intentionally done, not doing, and trying to stop. Trying to start. If I do it, what happens basically? So db.version, it won't start. 4.0 version you have it. You're trying to start with the binary 3.6. It won't start. Again, what I have to do? I have to change the like a binary location again. Start the Mongo with 4.0 and change the compatibility back and then come back. So I don't want to do all of that. We already half an hour more left. So the reason what happens? Example, if I shut down the Mongo, if I restart, it will try to restart with 3.6, but the Mongo version is 4.0. We converted already. Both will not be compatible. It will throw the error. It is not starting kind of. Let's do it. If you want it. Why to say? It's okay to spend time. So use admin dp.shutdown. That is what that's saying. But anyway, let's see. Now Mongo version. It is starting good enough. 3.6. Now I'm starting the Mongo. But the server compatibility on the we verified server compatibility 4.0 and the compatibility also can verify anyway, even if it started. We can verify that. It really starts. 4.2 it will not start. 4.0 can start. Okay, it is not starting. This is a good thing for us to read the log now. Come on, please. right? Mongo D, what the heck? These are all written here. Failure. Why it is failed? See, unsupported white tiger. This is something. See, this is what you need to read. Unsupported white tiger file version. Unsupported journal format detected. If you are trying to roll back from 4.0 to 3.6, please, like a restart 4.0 binary and cleanly shut down it so that journal format will be downgraded. So you have to do that basically. Unsupported white tiger, and white tiger was here. White tiger file version. This build requires maximum version of 2 and the file version 3 and the target specific. It is talking about the version compatibility, guys. It should say something somewhere where it is saying general file format. If you're trying to do the rollback from 4.0 to 3.6, please restart 4.0 binary and cleanly shut it down so that general will format. We did the shut down. It's not the case. It should write clear cut information that the version and the directory is not matching kind of somewhere. Engine CP exception in the location terminating invariant failure global storage engine. Is this got the signal aborted? It should write some other details saying that unsupported general format. This is where it is right to see. White Tiger file version. This build requires maximum version of 2. Why it is 2 and the file version is 3. Okay, maybe the version will give you the numbers, I guess. File version is 2, but it's 3 because it is 4.0. So if I wanted to come back again, I have to change the binary very badly. I don't have options. Following actually, you must set the compatibility to the same version before you start the Mongo. The Mongo server is compatibility 4.0. I'm trying to start with 3.6. It won't start. Why? Because it's not matching. So you change the compatibility 3.6 and then do it. So again, I have to change the path to 4.6. Here we changed it already, so I'll pick up this. Simple anyway. It is not taking too long to do it, but you need to know that is the reason I'm just picked up this. Okay, Mongo data. Sorry, it is etc. Practice once all of this. It is not etc profile D. Come on, this guy cannot do it. Ravindra only can do it. etc profile D. We are changing it back, guys. Sudo vi class. Okay, insert, take out everything and keep it. Right, saving it. Now log off with this session, the Mongo user session. Following actually, say something. I guess you guys are following. Four point zero. I'm starting the Mongo D FNF etc. It will start. Now I'll change back. Okay, I would have done something. Wasting a lot of time. Actually, if something happened and existing data is not at all rollback, existing data you tried multiple times, you rolled back the compatibility, but still it is not starting for some reason, you can start the Mongo from this directory. Which directory? We have this directory. We can run the Mongo safely from the copy directory because all of the data is copied. If this is something failed for some reason, you went with the 4.0 compatibility, change it back to 3.6, it is not starting. It happens. That is why we took the backup. If it happens, you can run the Mongo from here comfortably because these files with the 3.6 only, they did not convert it into 4.0 at all. Okay, they will not convert to 4. See, because we are playing with this directory data. This is live data. We with the fsync lock, and then we picked up this. So which means there is no changes to here. Absolutely same data is there. Shut down, and then we did it. If upgrade failed for some reason, and you change the compatibility 4.0, you're converting to 3.6 also, it is not starting. Assume a case. Then how do I start it? I can start with this directory also, 3.6. Anyway, let's do it. I'll tell you that also. So now what I'm trying to do, it will be covered. If this is covered, I need to start with the 4.0 to 4.2 as well. That is the only thing in the 4.2. From the data directory only, the copied directory only, we will start it. If it is, you have to downgrade. There is no other option because there are many things have been changed. If you upgrade from 4.0 to 4.2 and you wanted to come back to 4.0, you cannot even you change the compatibility. Only you have either have the backups or the copy of it. From there we'll come back for 4.2. The same thing I'll discuss with this. Okay, so where are we now? Checking the compatibility first. Let's see, will it come or not? Compatibility is 4.0, but I don't want that, right? 4.0. I wanted to change it back to where it is. 3.6. You can come back one version and go forward one version. That's it. Now 3.6. Now db dot use admin. We are in the admin only. Okay. Use admin. Or else if I'm not an admin, db dot admin command. We talked about this. Shut down. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I lost the power. I connected through the mobile. I was not saying anything. I have got the message. My audio was lost. So what we are looking at, the server have been the compatibility have been changed from 4.0 to 3.6 successfully. Now I'm replacing the binaries again. Okay, to 3.6. I'll conclude quickly after it what I have done total. Okay, maybe if you confuse. So go to vi class. The new binary for 3.6 is this. So it has double bin. I'll take out. This was caused the issue last time, right? If it is starting, good enough. If not, we have other way of recovery. So now I log off and log in. When I change it, it is launching 3.0. Now I had to log off and log in to see the binaries. So when you change it, actually, when it is loading the session, there it will pick up that profile D. So that is the reason you have to log off and log in. So Mongo version, if you see 3.6. If I start Mongo D, if it is starting fine, if not, we have the still recovery. If there is something goes wrong, still we have the recovery. Anyway, it is came online. But 4.2, 4.02, 4.2, when you go 4.2, you change the compatibility, you cannot come back to 4.0. There are issues with that version, especially. Let's talk about that quickly. See, the rollback is only this, guys, only this. See what we have done. We we took the backup and we changed the compatibility, check the compatibility 4. Current version you are, and shut down the server, change the binaries and start the server. It is upgraded and changing the compatibility at the end. Once you change the compatibility for 4.2, 4.0, it won't come back. This is a special case. We have 16 minutes. I'll cover that quickly. This will upgrade will be finished. As this got started, I had to pick up that. If this wouldn't have started, then I would have talked about this. So anyway, so now again, I'll start from the beginning in 16 minutes fast. Okay. So what should I do? So this is goes with the security. Mongo port 27018. What was the users we have, guys? Biren, I guess. Password Ravi at 31234. This is a little bit lengthy. Anyway, I'll finish this. Authentication database admin. Come on. This is what user I have used as a root. Do you guys remember? Hmm. Can anyone? I guess I created Biren as a root user yesterday.
Even I guess Root and Santosh was there.
Root Santosh was there.
I think so. You created two of them.
Authentication database. Okay, I'll look at this. What I sent. Biren I have used. Ravi 31234. Did I change the Biren password? Come. Change user password as in there. Just, update user. Santosh user is lab. It should be admin. Someone need to have a admin root rights to do it, else it will be a problem. Biren has that. In the first class, we talked about the Biren. We see Biren has Ravid threat. Did we change his password? Authentication. Am I not following user password Ravid? What is this? It should go through if it is not. We need one user to do this. If not, we cannot do. Mongo port 27018. Okay, I'll disable the security if this is the case, because we don't have time, right? It's not about the security. Anyway, security will be discussed in detail in the replica set again. So to overcome these issues quickly, what I'll do, I can do quickly one thing. So cd vi. Let's go with the sudo vi etc mongo conf. I'll disable the security. The heck, there's no security. Which file it is launching? mongo.conf. This is correct. Where is the security? The heck? Okay, I should see Mongo 1 actually. That is a problem, I understood. Mongo 1, we have the actual port. Mongo port. Let's read this cat etc mongo config. Right, here it is. Okay, CLS. So guys, try to follow from the beginning. Again, we have 10 minutes. I'll conclude quickly because we know. So port 27018, user Biren, password Ravi @1234, authentication database. Ah, God, if this is failing, it will be a problem. Hey. I just failed now. Did I change Biren password? I need to know one root user password, else it will be a problem. Come on. Then I'll change it, guys. We need to know one sudo, or then only we can do the shutdown Mongo, or else enter into it and test it kind of. Without knowing it, we cannot do. So, come on, this Mongo user does not have that rights. Don't confuse, guys. I'm not doing anything at the moment. I'm doing something different. Sudo vi. Oh, this guy can change it because he's the owner, right? Why am I using sudo? He's the owner. He's a service account. He should change. Just if you don't want something, keep the this ash. This is enough. It will not pick up that parameter anymore. Right. So I can kill the Mongo right now. I cannot enter and shut down into the Mongo because I don't have an authorized user to shut down within the Mongo. Okay. I can kill with my admin rights. This is not a good practice. You don't lose your password. That's simple. Mongo is not running. Did I stop the Mongo? What's going on here? It's not started. Okay, this is the reason. Let's extend 10 minutes, not an issue. I'll finish this. Mongo was not started. I was trying to authenticate. Come on. Why did I disable the security again? Then I have to enable it. No need to worry, guys. I'm okay to spend a few minutes extra. It's not something we are closing it. We need to know what it is, kind of, right? So Mongo is started. 27018. Use admin. db shutdown without security started. I'll start the Mongo again. I mean, you need to comfortable with security also. That is the reason I'm doing it. Now it will go with the security. Good. Show DBs. You can do it. Use admin. Use admin. First, what do we do? Fsync unlock. Fsync lock. Fsync lock. You do this, right? Then you go to the directories and take the copy. cd var mongodb. This is where we have the data directories. I'll take the data copy. Okay. cp-r and data underscore copy. Come on, I need to do the sudo. Right, you have to verify the file count. It is very, very important. You have to ls-l, these many are there, ls-l, wc-l, total 94. Good enough. cd data underscore copy. We are checking the file count is matching or not. ls-l, wc 94. So it is matching. We are safe. Okay, what else we have to do? Once copy is done, a dump you have to run. Dump anyway is okay. Let's done if you wanted to. Mkdir backups 825. Okay. If it is unsync lock, I'll go with this user to do everything. Mongo user cd. So mkdir, this guy can do anything, right? Mkdir's backups. Come on, it is created to that folder. cd. Within this, I'll run the dump. Dump also we need to do. Mongo dump. When you're dumping it, you have to know the port if it is different port, and user also you must mention. This is something extra you have to pass. Authorized user only can dump, not all, when security is enabled. Again, you have to mention everything. That is the reason I have enabled this thing to comfortable with this. I'm dumping Mongo dump. It is going to dump all databases. See, it is done. So lfn cd dump. So we are prepared with the data backup, guys. All database backups have been done. So what next? In the list, if you see, I mean, let's conclude this. We took the backup. Then we need to check the compatibility, version compatibility. 4.0 it must run. It's a minimum. So we are on the Mongo on this one. And if I run this, all right, it is 4.0. It is eligible directly. If it is eligible, then what I have to do? First, if it is not matching, set compatibility. As it is matching, fourth step is not required. Directly fifth one, you have to unlock first. You have to db unsync lock, right? To before you shut down. That is we have seen db dot f unsync fsync unlock. Done, right? If it is done, then I can shut down the Mongo, change the binaries. Oh God, we have a lot of work to do. Mongo is not running. So now what I have to do, where I am right now, first let me see. Setups. So I'll download 4.2 quickly. Where was the download option? Wait. 4.4 is having some issues. Don't go to 4.4 right now. 4.2 copy where I'm doing the download in the current directory. So get. Come on, this machine is also not doing the net. Is it running the sudo service network restart? It started already. Good enough. So what you need to understand is 4 to 4.2. If you go forward, there is no backward directly. That is a big problem. That is why you have to run from the copied location. That is the conclusion of it. 4 point is a big challenge. Other versions are straightforward. Even like upgrade is failed, you change the binary back and change the compatible to previous version and change the binary back, it will come online. There is no headache. But 4 to 4.2, it has something complexity. That is what I wanted to quickly show it off. Right, it is done. Then ls7l tar xvr, and this is what we need to extract. cd first ls7l cd and this and cd bin. This is where we have the binaries. Pick up the location. So what I have to do, I have to export the new path here, right? And I have to change in the profile D. Sorry, we're done, guys. No need to worry. We will leave almost in next 5 minutes. Cat. If you read this one, it is pointing to the 4.0. See, I wanted to change this sudo vi mongo.sh insert. I'll just take out everything. Come on, the heck. So now cat. Okay, it is reflected. So now what I have to do, I have to log off and log in. Right? This is what I have to do. First, I have to shut down Mongo. Did I do that? Mongo is shut down, I guess, right? We did already. Yes, it is shut down. So I'll log off and log in. Following, guys? The same thing we are doing. We're not doing anything new. Only the thing is reversion, it won't come. Mongo d-f, if it is going to call the 4.2 basically. See 4.2. Mongo d-f etc Mongo. It will start. Now Mongo is actually started with the new version. Where is Biren? Right. Is able to connect. Show DBs. You can see all the data is there on the DB version. If you see DB version, oh, come on, DB version 4.2, and you can see all the data where is connected right now. Lab, oh, use lab, show collections. If you wanted to read one collection, you have all the data on the new version. But what did I do? Come on, finding the data is there. But the thing is, compatibility version is still with the older version. If you see the compatibility, you have to change it. That is the end of the upgrade, right? I have to change it to 4.2. Then it'll upgrade is finished. With this, we finish the upgrade. If when you change this one, this is the end of the story. Now 4.2. We are done with the first steps, guys. What we have done, we took the backup. Okay, we looked at the compatibility, resolved 4.0. Then we release the lock, we shut down the Mongo, we change the binary location, we stopped the Mongo. Already we stopped, and then we started it. Once we log off and log in, and we start the MongoD, and we will upgrade to 4.3.6, upgrade the server to 4.2 in our case, and verify the below command and change it to 4.2. We done this. Upgrade is finished. Now something is failed. Failed case is a very rare, but you need to be clear on that one. That is the reason. Okay. Now what I'll do, as it is failed, first thing what I'll do, I'll change the compatibility back to 4.0. It is failed. The application is said that it is not working for them because many applications are breaking out. They are asking you to revert. So 4.2 to 4.0, you have to change it. Once you change it, use admin db.shutdown server. It is done. So now what I have to do, I have to change the binary 4.20. Why? Because it is calling 4.2. 4.2. Now I'll replace the binaries simply. 4.2 here, 4.20. Where did I keep? Here in the rollback, it will 4.2 will come. Where I am, just a minute. Dump. Back. I'm just getting into the setup location, guys, to get the new location. 4.0. This is what I wanted. Bin. This is the path I wanted. I'm reverting, but come on, what did I do? I'm reverting this. Because upgrade is failed. Who will say upgrade is failed? Application people, not worry. Now I'll change the profile D from admin account. Profile D like VA again. Okay. You have to go to the insert mode. The problem with the 4.2 is a major thing. You see it, I log off and log in quickly and then start the Mongo. Generally, did I shut down the Mongo actually? I shut down, I feel. Mongo is not running. Right. Now, what version it is launching? What version? We change the binaries 4.0. If I run Mongo D, it won't start generally. Let's see if it is starting or not starting. Okay, this is what the problem with, especially 3.6 we have seen it worked fine. When we change the compatibility 3.6, it started with existing data directory. Now 3.2, 4.2, 4.2, when you upgrade, when you change the compatibility, a lot of things will change in the background. When you change the compatibility 4.0, it won't come back. That is a big problem. Now let's try to read the log. This will give you more insight. Give me one few minutes, guys. We are done on the last step. We are on the last step. Don't mind, we are getting late, but my intention is to not to make something okay. So read Mongo log. What is the it is saying? Fatal assertion, unsupported file format, application metadata for this one, unsupported data, unsupported index for detailed instruction, how to handle the error. It is giving you some URL also where you can go and do it. A lot of things will change basically. So for the file format version is 12, index format is this something, admin system roles, see version 2 new for this MongoDB. You're trying to start with the 4.0, but some updates are already done to 4.2. When you change it to compatibility 4.0, they did not come back. They don't come. There is a lot of complexity involved with the 4.2. You cannot just do it. Then how do I start Mongo if I wanted? Yes, we can start it because we took the backup. That is a safer. So we took the backup. This I need to change the directory in the config. If I do that, Mongo will start. Why? Because this got upgraded. It upgraded with 4.2. A lot of changes have been done to the files. And when you change the compatibility 4.2 to 4.0, it did not revert it well. A lot of things will change. Very complex to come back. Only you have to come back through the copy. If you don't have a copy, don't do the upgrade. As simple as it is. 4.2 especially dangerous. So what I have to do now, vi etc. I have to change the data directory to data underscore copy. I'm pointing to the data which was not converted. What happened? No, an editor. Okay, now I'm starting the Mongo. Mongo is going to start from the new old the backup directory. What it's saying? Did it pick up? You don't need to log off for this. Data underscore copy. For this also we need to use. No, I feel what it is saying. Dropping the scope cache shutdown, now exiting. Exception attempted to create the log file read-only directory. Okay, got the point. What is the problem? Can anyone tell? This directory is owned by root. MongoDB is not able to read this one. That is clearly saying that. See what it is saying. See, attempted to create the lock on the file, but it is read-only directory. For him, for Mongo user, it is read-only because he's other. See, if you see, others got the read. Others but not ownership on this one. Mongo user should own it. Getting the point? See, I am starting the Mongo with the Mongo user. Mongo user does not own this. When you start the service, it will have to read, write everything. It cannot read, it cannot write because others are group does not have that. Others does not have write permission. So you take the ownership. Ownership you can take it from the come on. Where I am into my Ravinder account. Nowhere. Getting the point? Again, we are going to the back. Ownership, taking the ownership. Ownership is mandatory to have it. If not, you cannot start. I need to take the data copy owner to Mongo user. So sudo chown. Okay. and which one Mongo user group is MongoDB1, MongoDB1, and data underscore copy. Following, right? Please respond, guys. Don't
Yes,
keep quiet.
yes, yes.
Yeah, thanks. Because if you don't follow, it's useless to discuss. Now I'll start the Mongo. That's how you troubleshoot, guys. It'll come with a little experience anyway. Come on, still not started. From where I'm starting, Mongo user, that's correct. Let's read again. Attempted to create the read only. Again, why read only? When this is generated, 2020, 844, 843. This is correct only. This is a new log. Why it is so? Log. Log off and login this session can be. Is it so? I don't think I have to do. Somewhere it does not have the permission again if it is not doing that. That we need to troubleshoot. Not worry, we can troubleshoot. It went a little longer, but we need to know things. What went wrong? Just a minute. What is root? Okay. It's using the binary, right? Here it is launching.
MongoDB1 file is used.
MongoDB1 where?
That file name, right? Like MongoDB user, MongoDB or Mongo user.
Mongo user only, right? It's a Mongo user who should own. Is owning it. Is owning it.
Mongo user belongs to MongoDB group.
Mongo service account. Mongo user should own it because he's starting it, right? This is a data directory should run. So he already owned this, all the directories. So log also he's already owning the log also, right? What is the problem with now? It's saying that that thing is not good to give that error. The heck, it is going in a different direction. 100. What's it doing actually? Just a minute, guys. We will see this. I mean, this is different. It's not upgrade related troubleshooting anyway. The log. An exception attempted to create the lock on the read-only directory where MongoDB data. It is saying that is a read-only directory still for some reason terminating. Why it is read-only? Okay, owner has read out only. Owner has a read write execute, which is a Mongo user. Mongo user. The heck it is complaining about?
It is nothing to do with
Oops.
the.
No, I got the point. Wait, I got the point. Actually, what happened when we copied with the root actually. Come on, this is a very big mistake. So it is all owned by root, the files. Okay, it is not able to lock. Come on, this is a big problem. I understood this. So how do I own everything? So I had to use this way. I given the ownership good enough, but not under sub files. So Where is my Ravindra account? Here is Ravindra account. I have to use this way, sudo chown recursive own everything within the subdirectory also. Mongo user, MongoDB1, and data underscore copy. So you have to use this capital R when you do this. So now if you see here, these are all owned by root. That is the problem with it. It is not able to lock the files because it is owned by root. Now if I execute this command, chown-r recursively go and give the permissions and everything, directory, subdirectory, everything, whatever is there in it. This I would have done, I forgot. Good. Anyway, we got to know. So now if you verify this, it is transferred to the Mongo user. Now it will start the Mongo. Good. Good anyway. It will start for sure. So it is started. So this is a rollback plan. If it is a 4.2 especially, we are treating the 4.2 as a special case. Why? Because when you change the compatible to higher, there is no backward. There is no backward. There is a backward, but there are a lot of complexity, and we have tested it, and we went through the we did the 4.2 migration, 5 servers migrations we done. 90% still 4.0 only 5 servers we have done. When we have done, we have took the complete dump and the data directory, both we have taken, and all went anyway successful. If it is when something gone wrong, if we had to revert back the data directory, what we pointed out, we just pointed out, right? I copied the data, whatever the copied, that is where I pointed out. The actual data is upgraded, it is actually messed up. You are pointing to the copied data so that 4.0 can easily pick up the data because it is a 4.0 version data itself. Following? 4.2 only special case I'm talking about. 4.2, 3.6 to 4.0, you can go up and come down and use the same directory and change the binaries, it will work. But 4.2 it won't work. That is special case. We are finished with the upgrade, standalone upgrade. You wanted to move to multiple version, that is a different story. We'll see it. Okay. But for now, you follow this step, absolutely follow the steps, what I discussed. Clear to everyone? Say something. See here,
Yes.
I've written also point. See, if it is this one is failed, change the compatibility 4.0, point the data directory in the config file to the data directory which took the copy of the directory. We took the copy and then pointed and then starting it. Above steps will complete the rollback Mongo in a standalone environment. In a worst case, if it is not coming up with the original data set, then use a copy set, because copy set also will have all the data because we sent with fsync lock, right? Then on the last step, we shut down the Mongo. We started with upgrade. So the directory which is there here has all the data because we generated the copy when then fsync is imposed. No one can do anything. So file is absolutely have all the data. This is how you have to follow. Okay, I'll share this document. Just follow it. It's too late. We went to, right? Everybody followed? Say something.
Yes.
Yes, Ravi.